So someone said local control is basically housing segregation today, and that's actually about right. That sounds kind of weird. You hear local control and you think, well, that's a nice thing. Why wouldn't you want local control? Hey, let the neighborhood decide. But historically, local control is ugly. When your friend says, come on over anytime, you show up, the door's locked, the lights are out, and they're hiding behind the couch. Now, here's how it worked. Back in the early 1900s, cities just straight up said, if you're a minority, you can't move in here. That's not subtle. That's not a wink and a nod thing. It's just mean. And then you had redlining, where the government literally drew maps with a marker saying, don't give loans to people in these neighborhoods. Now, imagine getting denied a house because somebody with a Sharpie got carried away. Then you had all these covenants with deeds and restrictions and covenants where houses were sold with rules. You can't live here unless you're Caucasian. Now imagine buying a house and it comes with terms and conditions, and those conditions are racism. That's stupid. Now, eventually, they made all of this stuff illegal. But the people who liked keeping the neighborhoods exclusive, they didn't retire. They just got way more creative. Now, instead of saying, we don't want these people living here, we just say, we're just protecting the neighborhood character. And it sounds like you're saving a bald eagle, but it really means no new apartments and no new kids. Now, if you break down that coded language, neighborhood character is going to mean we don't want anything new. Property values means we don't want anybody moving in here who makes less money than us. And single family zoning means you have to buy the most expensive house in town. No duplexes, no apartments, just one big house, and hopefully you get a big riding lawnmower. Now, traffic concerns means we don't want to say we don't want you, but we're going to blame your car instead. All of this adds up to segregation without saying the word. Because when you make it so that only people who can afford a $1.2 million house can live in your town, you basically put up a sign without putting up a sign. Now, some states are trying to fix it. They're like, all right, enough of the local rules. Build some apartments near the train. You can't say no, let people live somewhere. And wealthy towns are like, well, that ruins our community character. And you're like, your community character is so that nobody can actually live there. So, local control, it's just segregation today with better PR.